Hello friends, Grampa Grit here once again on the Grit and Grunt channel. Great to have you aboard. Thanks for joining me today. I've just completed my leg exercises. It's Monday morning here, and I have been contemplating how do I start increasing the intensity. And after my video of last week where I was showing off my legs, I realized I really feel like I would like to grow the thigh muscles a little bit and see those develop. So what I want to do is some leg extensions today for you, where I actually increase the intensity and kind of max out that particular exercise. So I'm set up right now with 60 pounds of rod tension on each side, and I'm going to go to the leg attachment and do some leg extensions. Now the general strategy here, I think, is to see where I start having difficulty doing at least 8 reps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 8 reps at 60, and I think I can handle that. I've been doing them at 50. Started at 40, went to 50, now this is 60, and I'll increase 10 pounds each time and see if I can do 8 reps and see where the legs start to fatigue and can't do it anymore. So let's I'm going to get up on the leg extension attachment here, get myself set up, prepare myself for more tension. I'm going to do both legs at the same time. I've also contemplated that it's possible to do one leg at a time, but that poses some challenges on this leg attachment here because of the way it's conceived. It's really conceived for using 2 legs. And I consulted the manual, and there's also another way to do this exercise on the bench itself without the leg attachment. So I'll go over that in a minute as well. But again, 60 pounds of rod tension right now on each side, so 120 total. And I will attempt to do 8. And if I can do that successfully, we'll move up another 10 pounds and try to do 8 again. So here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I didn't have too much difficulty doing that at 60 pounds. I felt more tension in my legs. The muscles are warming up a bit more than they have been. So I'm going to try and do another set now. I'll add 10 pounds to each side. That's 70 pounds over there. We're going to go from 60 to 70 here. All right, just added 10 on each side. And now again, we'll try to do 8. See how that feels. The nice thing about the Bowflex with the leg attachment is the tension comes on gradually, and we're in the prone position here with the knee. You don't want all the tension right away because that could stress the knee, and I definitely feel it with my right knee, the tension coming on. So the nice thing is my knee is, my leg is more extended before the real high tension comes on, and that's one of the reasons why I like the Bowflex so much. So here we go, a set of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That went well. I did feel the increased tension. I felt a little more tension in the knee where I am having some problems. I feel that a little bit, but I think I'm comfortable at that tension, and I'd like to try 10 more. One of the things I'll do, we'll try for another set of 8. I'll raise the tension up to 80. I'm going to move my pants legs up so you can see, what the muscles are doing in the thigh here. So I'm going to take the 20 off there, and I'm going to put a 50 and a 30 together for 80 now. So again, going from 70 to 80. And whenever you're doing these power rods, especially when you're getting in the higher tension ones, just keep your head and face away from there when you're changing those out, just in case they slip and pop up. You don't want to catch that in the head or the face. So there we go, 80 on each side. This is going to be the highest I've ever done before, so I'm going to be careful. Again, I said I'll move my pants legs up a bit here so you can see how the thighs are doing, what they look like. Okay, going for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, that was well under control. Didn't feel too much, any undue pressure on the knee. So the knee was hanging in there. I could see the musculature definition in the thighs. And I think I'm going to go for one more round. I think I'll push it to, let's just add 5. We'll go to 80, 85 on each side and see how that goes. I've got an extra 5 pounds. And if that goes well, I might just go to 90. All right, 85 on each side. That's a total of 170. Move the pants legs up again here so you can see. Hopefully in the light. I've got a light overhead here, unfortunately just a little bit behind me. I've got lighting out front. I think we're producing a little bit of a shadow as the top of the leg attachment comes over. And here we go. We're going to go for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, I'm going to hold that. There are the thighs. I can feel mostly the lower part here of the thighs, and these muscles going into the knees are the ones really working. I'm not feeling too much here. I can feel tension up higher, but it's not absolutely fatiguing. I was getting fatigued at the end there holding that, and that's another thing you can do in these exercises is if you just hold, you're doing a lot of work just holding that in place. Well, I think that's as high as I'm going to go. I'm not going to try the 90 because I was definitely feeling the tension, ligament or something in the knee pulling, and I feel like that's all I want to do now. I absolutely want to avoid injury. So 85 is where I made it, and we'll see. I'm not quite sure what that means, but as I find muscle groups to stress, I'm going to take that general approach to go up and increase intensity until I find my maximum limit. Now I consulted the manual, and like I said, there was another way to do these using the bench and the hand holds and not the leg attachment. So I'm going to unload the tension rods here. Come on off of there. There we go. Put my hand holds on. And I'll show you what they were describing in the manual. right, getting the hand holds on this side. And this is if you don't have the leg attachment, you can do this. Oh, and I was mentioning too, I even conceived of a way to do a single leg on the leg attachment. You could straddle the bench from one side here, and if you wanted to try to do this way, and I did try it a little bit, I felt more tension in my upper thigh doing it this way, which was interesting. But one of the problems with this is, since this is designed to have both legs in use, this is putting some side pressure on this bushing right here on the pivot joint, and it's already getting a little bit worn. So I don't really want to start doing that and wearing that bushing out faster. That may make the wear accelerate, and we don't want to do that. I am going to look into getting a replacement part for this, a couple spare bushings, because I can see over time this will be a problem area where this would wear out, and then the attachment wouldn't be as useful, obviously. So I'm going to check into that, and I'll report back on that. One thing I am going to show you too is, since I'm going to do the leg extension on the bench, I'm going to take off the leg attachment here and just show you how easy it is. There's just a pin you pull from underneath the bench right here. You lift up the attachment a little bit to take the tension off the pin. You pull the pin out, and your leg attachment comes right off. So now we just have the bench. So many people have this Power Pro setup without the leg attachment. That's how it looks, and you can do leg exercises as I'll demonstrate the leg extension here. So I'm just going to put this off to the side for the moment. There we go. Safely out of the way. And I will show you how this leg extension works and a couple of options for you here. Of course, I'm going to reduce the tension while I demonstrate this. I think I'm just going to use the 30-pound rods. Well, we can put 40. I think we can do 40 easily. So let's put 40 on each side. But we're going to we can do both or one side at a time, and I'm going to demonstrate both for you here. Got to get my face out of there. So you're going to be lying down on the bench. So my head will be towards you. And I'll try and move my pants legs up again so you can see the full thigh. I guess I'll show you the version with both legs first. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up the backhand section of the handhold. And you're going to put your foot through there until it gets down to your ankle. Snug it up a little bit. Same with this side. All right. Now you can put your feet up on the rod there, and then just lay down on the bench. So I think I've got this right. This is what they're showing in the manual. And then you're going to lift your legs. I'm kind of trying to straighten out the hand holds, but they don't seem to be cooperating. Let me see if I can snug them up. There we go. It is a little bit awkward, but there we go. That's what they're showing. So, and I'm going to move back just a little bit to get so I'm at the very end of the bench where my head is at least comfortable. And let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well, that was challenging. I didn't feel like I was getting a full range of motion. I don't know if it's me just because I'm shorter, my legs are shorter, but I found that challenging. You can do this with one leg, of course, as well, straight up. That actually is a little bit easier, doing both at the same time. And that puts a lot of pressure on the back, the lower back. I'm feeling it, so I kind of like doing that one-legged. That's a lot more comfortable, and I feel a lot more stable doing that. Yeah, that works pretty well. So let's see if we can do a set of 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the other thing I thought of is you can do these across, and that might give you a better range of motion. And I felt like the upper thigh was getting worked more. I tried this a little bit earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So by going across, like I said, you're kind of getting some different muscles in here to work. A little bit different stress. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that definitely feels different even than the leg attachment. So there's an option. I'm going to come up here. So there's another option for you for the leg extension, and showing you how to increase intensity on the leg station. And you can do the same there. Like I said, the range of motion is a little more difficult. You might have more success, I think, if you're a taller person with longer legs. You'll get a better range of motion if you're just using the bench setup. So I hope you found that interesting. It was a good workout for me. I am going to continue. I've only done legs now, and I'm going to continue through the rest of the stations and get all the rest of my workout done. And this is Grampa Grit on the Grit and Grunt channel. Thanks for joining me again. Take care and have a great day.